What's poppin', y'all? It's a slimy summer because YourRage had to find out that his best friend, you know that they always say like, yo, we from the sandbox, man, come on. He slimed him out worse than any of his enemies ever could have.
Today's the day I found out my best friend of 25 years has been stealing from me. 50 bands minimum, 100. My dog would have did anything for this gang. Crate, stop moving. When you got locked up, who was there for you?
You.
When you was homeless, who was there for you?
You.
Whose house have you been living in for a year, gang?
Yours, bro.
So what?
You gave me the card, bro. You gave me the card, gang.
And did what? Wait. When did I give you the card? For what? What did I give you the card for?
No, you didn't. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Gang.
You told me.
You stand right there, bro. I don't want you in nothing. You don't what? I don't want to see you again, gang. Ever again in my life. I swear to God. I see you again, and I will. I'm doing you a favor right now. I don't ever want to see you again, man. Ever. 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 Get the out. Get on. Get on.
So this revelation, now we got to analyze a couple of different parts of this. You got this guy in his drawers outside of YourRage's crib. And then you've got these knots on the side of his head. Like, these are huge. So they definitely put the paws on him before. And I'm not talking about one of YourRage's, I guess we would have to call it like he got 15 pit bulls, so that would be 4. So that's none of the 60 paws of the pit bulls that he's got in his crib. That's some quick maths. I may have messed it up. Either way, for this to have happened, there are 2 different scenarios. One is they beat him out of his clothes. Like, he's like, yo, I bought you this designer. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Man, give me that. And then he's beating him up while he's taking his clothes off, which a little bit of a pause on that, but he's just reclaiming his goods. He's repoing what he paid for. So it's not really, it's not zesty activities. And he's going to send him home like that. Well, what home? He lives in his home. So that's one angle. And I think that's a possibility. But this guy could have been sleeping. And that's what I think happened. Because you see outside, it's dark. So what I'm thinking is YourRage probably figured all of this out. The guy's sleeping. And then he just runs down on him and starts beating him out of his whatever wet dream this guy's been having. Actually, he's probably not having a wet dream, as we're going to get into very soon, since this guy's like leader of the lieutenant of the goon platoon. Or it wasn't hands that were put on him. He might have been getting pistol whipped, because we know Rage loves his firearms, legally, of course. We're not insinuating anything else. So he might have pulled up and just pistol whipped him on the side of the head, because these are huge knots. These aren't just like hands. Like, you might break your hand hitting somebody this hard, especially to the side of his head where he caught that. That's a very strong side of the head. I think the coolest one would be if he pistol whipped him. We're going to have to find out. But he's holding the guy, I don't want to say hostage, but I just imagine that he's got like 6 pit bulls behind him that are gigantic, 150 pounds, ready to eat this guy alive. And that's why this guy's just walking back and forth instead of running out of there and allowing himself to be recorded. That's what I'm guessing, which I think this is funny too. But the whole situation, you can tell this is heartbreaking. Like, we can laugh about that guy's outcome, which is deserved. But you could tell YourRage is hurt by this, because he's like, man, if I can't even trust this guy that I've known for 25 years, this is literally sandbox, because YourRage is 30, maybe 31, maybe 29. Either way, 4, 5, 6 years old, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. That's probably the oldest. He would have been 6 when he met this guy. I don't think Rage is over 31. And the way that this guy reacts too, he's like, yo, you gave me the card. It's like, what? What? Yo, you gave me the card. And this guy took 50 to 100 bands for him. And I don't want to speak for YourRage because I think what hurt him more is he's like, yo, 50,000, 100,000, you could have just asked me if you really needed it. And, you know, I would have helped you out as opposed to stealing from me. Now I could never trust you. And I think that's what hurt him more than just the sum of money because, I mean, I think YourRage said he needs at least 100, 200 bands a month to sustain his lifestyle. I think it was 100 or something like that. But circling back to YourRage spending money on this guy, there were some signs that we could have seen.
Y'all know I was supposed to get Greg a little designer fit, but it's Sunday and I didn't realize all the clothes closed at 6. We're going to one spot called Daily. Very him, got hella shoes. And you can buy anything you want in that. Huh? As much as you want, you can buy in that. Wait, what? You can buy whatever you want. Shoes, pants, shirts, 2 shirts, 3 shirts, 4 shirts, 5 pants, two shoes, 3 shoes, hats, beanies. You're not. Go look at what you like. You like what you want to look at first? Shoes, pants, or shirts? Shoes. Let's go that way. I'm cameraman for this while we're in this store. Get whatever shoes you want, gang. That's some Yeezys, bro.
But the way Kanye talking nowadays,
No. That's
previous
That's
Kanye.
Ye talking. That's not Kanye.
You got these in like a nah?
That's the only one I got, bro.
GG.
That's Sunday.
Word?
Yeah.
I didn't fit this cut.
Yeah. Oh, just try to put it on. Try it on.
They got infrared color. They glow in the dark too. Yo, man,
Yo.
hardest. They fit good. They meant to be there. That's the last one. Shh.
I know we have
You feel me? Like,
Still looking at.
What is it up?
Capital, or Supreme Beanie stuff.
That's nice of you.
You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying.
3,000 marbles in there.
Well, these are all goodie bags.
Yeah.
Right, you got one.
Wait,
so you got one.
Did I lose?
The line C2, bro. Look at that.
Bro, my next
This is
video
yours.
gonna be perfect.
yo, Chad. What the? Here it is. Yo.
Put it in your pocket. Bruh. Put it in your pocket. Use it when you need it. Nah, no dumb. For real.
Bro. Wait, I got experience being broke one more time. Here. I got experience being broke one more time. Hold on.
So this was YourRage taking his best friend shopping, and this is one of those like round 2 stores. Man, is round 2 still a thing? It's classic. That's some SoundCloud rap history if you know what round 2 is. It wasn't a SoundCloud rap place, but that's where everybody was going doing their pit stops. A little bit of YouTube history too, especially 2016. With that being said, the first thing I noticed in that clip is this guy said, yo, you could buy whatever you want. He's like, yo, for real? Okay, sure. First thing he goes to is the Yeezy 2 Solar Reds. He goes for the most expensive sneaker ever. That should have told you what kind of guy this guy was. That should have told you. And then when they're done with the whole shop, like he doesn't buy one fit and he's like, nah, man, you know, I just need one fit for my next music video or something like that. This guy's music career was going nowhere. He was LARPing as a rapper just to seem like he had some sort of motion, like he was doing something for himself. But they dropped 15 grand on the shopping experience. And just having another grown man take you shopping is, listen, 50 Cent and Diddy, that's one thing. 50 Cent was like, yo, Diddy wanted to take me shopping. That's how I knew I couldn't mess with that guy. Now, I'm not saying YourRage is on some Diddy activity, but if you are the type of individual to not allow somebody to give you a gift or something like that, another man, but the guy that's housing you and he's taking you on a shopping spree, you got to look at yourself and reflect and be like, damn, what the hell am I doing? Or at best, you're like, okay, let me, take a fit or two. This guy dropped 15 bags and they were telling him, they're like, yo, you guys have dropped the most. You're on the same level as Trippie Redd. And Trippie Redd was dropping that on himself. So that also goes to show you that this guy was willing and shameless enough to run up $15K on his man's card. Like, he doesn't understand. Like, when YourRage is telling you, like, yo, buy whatever you want, a good-hearted person, somebody that doesn't want to take advantage, somebody that appreciates what YourRage has done for him, he's like, nah, man, you know, like $2,000, that's a lot of money, man. But what is he thinking? He's like, man, 15K ain't nothing to him. I seen what kind of paper he getting. So takes advantage of that situation and goes to show you how scummy he is. It was so funny though, because at the end of that video, he was saying, in the longer video, it's like 20 minutes long, he was saying, man, whoa, like if anybody ever coming after you, if anybody ever doing something to you, just to holla at me, I'll make sure to handle that. Meanwhile, he's the person that you got to watch out for. And when YourRage was talking about like, yo, you were locked up, who was there for you? You were homeless, who was there for you? And I'm looking at him like, yo, YourRage's heart must be way, way too big. YourRage's heart must be twice the size of the overgrown heart of the Grinch. Like when he turned into a good person. Because if he's homeless, his mama doesn't want him, his daddy doesn't want him, if his uncles, aunties, none of them want him. He's been locked up. This he must be a straight scumbag. That's what I'm thinking. Or he must be an addict. But I'm guessing if he was like a pure-on, he's addicted to gooning.
Look at my laptop history for the month of October while I was at the Face Subathon. I left my laptop back home in Florida. I come back to this shit. What the f is this? Gang. My what the fuck, my what the fuck was what the f every day? The f what did he need help with? You got a gooner in your circle. Why mid-goons he pulled out a temporary debit card? What the f does that mean? What the hell is going on in my house?
So this guy, who else was at YourRage's crib? This guy's been living in YourRage's crib for free. Gigantic crib, got food on deck. And this guy, who else would it be? But YourRage is looking through this, and this is nonstop. Now, this guy has zero respect for YourRage or his home. He's treating it like it's his place. He's on YourRage's computer, which why are you on his computer? Even if he says you can use his computer, which I don't think he said that, he decides to hop on his computer. You have your own, for sure. He's bought you, hey, listen, if he bought you 15K in gear and you don't even have a PC, that's something else. But he for sure has a PC. And you're looking up Goon Tent. This guy's looking up Goonie Tunes. Well, I don't know if he's looking up the tunes. That's more Lakari. Lakari's watching all those Goonie Tunes. But he's looking up all of this, and he doesn't even have, he can't even call it respect. He's not even doing it on incognito. He's doing it where you can see it. Probably letting off wipe, not powder, but, letting off milk all around. Or, his hands was digging in his drawers and he's on your seat. It's just disgusting. And this is the person that you've been helping and making sure that their life is easy. And this isn't the worst of it. Because back in 2020, this guy did something even crazier. And it had to do with some dookie.
This took a on the wall of my house. There's a lot of booty stories with this. Let me tell you the first instance. We go to the cul-de-sac. This starts on the fire hydrant. He starts taking a on the fire hydrant, bro. The third time, this used to tell us like this was back in high school. It was like, yo, I don't sit on the toilet when I no more. Even in my house, I squat when I I'm like, okay. So he's over one day. We just chilling. I forgot what we was doing. I hear my mom scream, ah! Whatever her scream is, right? We go downstairs. We go in the guest bathroom. There is a fat turd on my toilet seat. Cause he was squatting while he was trying to mind you, this is the same that I told you about, that when his mom gave him a whooping so bad that he was crying in front of, like when his mom was being mean to him, that me and Jordan took dog, wrapped it in bubble gum and wrapped it around his mom's door, and then she put her hands on the door like a prank. We pranked her. This is the same that paid me back like this on my wall, on my toilet, and taking me to the cul-de-sac.
So this guy is just a maniac. This guy is, it's like if you took an untrained, I would feel like an untrained dog would cause you less harm. An untrained animal would cause you less harm and stress than this guy. Like an untrained dog, what might it do? Yeah, it might dookie all over the floor, which this guy was dookieing in the seat. So this guy couldn't even properly take a dump and clean himself. And he was helping him out with everything. What the hell? And some people will say like, yo, he should have asked YourRage for a job. No, this guy is incapable of doing anything. Really, he's just a crash out dummy. Like he can't take a dump. He can't control his lust. He can't control his spending habits. He thinks YourRage gives him a card, which gives him license to spend it on whatever. He doesn't have the foresight to think, well, because I think YourRage owns a basketball court or a gym or something like that. He doesn't think like, yo, YourRage has done a lot for me. And let me see how I can do or create some sort of a job that would benefit him so we have some sort of exchange of value. So I can at least get a salary going. This guy had no plan. His plan was, well, I don't think he saw more than a day in advance. Maybe 6 to 12 hours. But this guy's plan, if there was any, was just to live off YourRage in perpetuity. Because what else was he going to do? Oh, nah, on my rap stuff, come on, a rap? When have you ever heard this guy rap? YRG members that have been loyal for years probably can name 3 bars from this bum. And hopefully, I hope that he continues to have a terrible life. Well, I mean, his life has been great thus far. But there are people where no good deed goes unpunished. And unfortunately, this harms good people that YourRage will likely not help now or be wary to help out, because YourRage is a generous guy. Like, and we're not talking money. We're not talking letting people live with him. Remember when he went through his knee surgery? And keep in mind, YourRage goes through a knee surgery. He was wheelchair bound for months, maybe almost over half a year. And in that half a year, he brought in a lot of content creators, Yana being one of them, and really helped boost them up. He helped boost up their careers because they were collaborating with him, and he had this whole series surrounding it. But not only now, I think he's more hesitant to work with new people. And I think he's hesitant to work with girl streamers now because of the whole thing that Bruce Drop Him Off threw on him with the whole Lil Sis thing, because he doesn't want any weird accusations. And with newer streamers, he doesn't want to get himself into any of the drama that they're involved in. And then now he has to speak on it. And this is unfortunate because he doesn't need any of these people. He's just doing it out of the goodness of his heart. This guy's up. He has his own community. He doesn't need to collaborate. But now, even after this, I think he's looking at it like, oh, if this guy used me, maybe everybody's just using me. And I guess he's going through what Aiden Ross went through. Although Aiden Ross, I don't think did he suffer as much as this guy? I mean, I don't know if Aiden Ross housed somebody for... Well, one of his mans is his assistant, so he's actually doing work for him. It sounds like this guy was just doing nothing and just bleeding you dry. And like I said, YourRage recovering for 6 months. Meanwhile, this guy's just stealing from you. Who knows how much he was contributing? It's disgusting. I cannot stand people like this. And this is the thing. This guy felt entitled to what YourRage had. He wasn't grateful for anything. He was like, yo, that's my man's. We grew up together, therefore he owes me all of this stuff, which is such a cracked out mentality. It's like, yeah, we knew each other for a bunch of years because we happened to live in the same neighborhood and we went to the same school and we shared the same activities as kids. So obviously, yeah, you owe me. Well, I don't think he said it like that, but his behavior indicated that. He wasn't going around making sure the house was spotlessly clean. He was leaving Dookie on the seat. And he kept him for 5 years plus after this. After seeing that once, well, number one, I'm not letting anybody live with. This is also another thing that people will be like, yo, why are you living at your mom's crib? If you live alone and then you've got some bum homie that's like, yo, can I crash at your spot? I'm just trying to get my life together. Now you got to figure out some sort of elaborate reason because he's never going to leave there. But if you're living at your mom's crib, you're like, bro, he's not even going to ask. He knows you live at your mom's crib. He's not going to come live in there. So you're like, yo, I still live at mom's crib, man. I would have got you if I had my own place. But, in the future when I get up, we can do that. And that saves you a lot of problems like this. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one.